All right. So today we are talking about the topic of branding, which I think is huge because when you think about it in any kind of business, like you want to be known for a specific thing. So if you can present that in your business, you're going to stand out basically. So let me just share my screen really quick.
And 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
Like
I said, my stuff is all over the place. I'm sorry. Okay, so so first off, let's acknowledge some people. So this team has done awesome. My gosh, Success Club points. Gina is at 10. That's awesome. Allison's at 6, so she's already at 5. And then Mary is at 4. Amy's at 3. Amber's at 3. Marissa's at 2. Bree's at 2. Christy's at 2. Denise is at 2. Christy is at 2. And then Terry's at 1. So that's huge. And let me just start off by saying, I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm at 0 right now, but I am in the trenches with you guys because I've always made it a goal for myself to hit Success Club 10 every month. And I know for a fact I'm going to do that. So I just want to let you guys know that it's real. Like, we all work for Success Club. It doesn't come easy for anybody. So just so you guys know, my gosh, I am messaging people. I'm getting so many no's, but you know what? It's okay. We'll get through it. And then a new Emerald coach as of this week is Stephanie Scarfia. So congratulations to her. And then we have 2 really cool announcements as far as like CEO calls. Now, a lot of you coaches may not know about this, but basically a CEO call is if you score Success Club 5 or higher your first month as a coach, then you get a call with Carl Deichler. How cool is that? And you also, if you hit Success Club 5 or 10 for the first 3 months of your coaching career, you get to go to Summit for free. And Summit is an awesome place. You get to go, it's over the summer. It's an away trip. It's in Nashville again this year. And it's about, you have celebrity trainers there. You have top Beachbody coaches there. It is an awesome experience. So even if you are not, let's say that you haven't hit Success Club, 5 your first month, and you really, really want to go, I would suggest you sign on for the waiting list because it's kind of hard to get on right now. But anyway, so congratulations to Gina and Mary, who scored a call with Carl and their sponsoring coach. That is awesome. So congratulations. I think someone else just popped up. Okay. Now onward. Let's go back to branding. Let me switch this over for a little bit.
If you're small, that doesn't.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys, some of you were here for Allison's call last week. We want to have a lot of interaction with you guys. So I am going to give you a question to think about. And then at the end of our call, I'm going to unmute everybody and just see what your thoughts are. So the question for you to think about is just to name one hobby or interest that you might have in love. Simple as that, just one. You can add a couple if you want. Just different things also to think about throughout our discussion today is on branding. Just Beachbody is really an avenue for us. We are not labeled a Beachbody coach. We don't want to be labeled that. We want to be labeled, whatever brand we choose. So think about your interests. Think about your hobbies. Think about what makes you unique, because that's going to make you stand out than the rest of the Beachbody coaches that are not thinking about this. So some things to think about: personal branding. It's really the way that you tell your story without words. So think about that. That's more imagery. That's what you're presenting on social media in your graphics too and your posts. So look for visualization. Look for that secret sauce that maybe strangers will be attracted to you from that personalization that you present. And then also, if you think about other Beachbody coaches, let's say maybe top Beachbody coaches, are you attracted to certain coaches? Think about that. You know, for me, for example, I'm very attracted to Megan Eildson or Melanie Mitro. And I think that it's because I can relate to them. They are moms, you know, they are working out with their kids. That, you know, Melanie Mitro, she's a stay-at-home mom now, and I'm sure Megan is too. And that's something that I strive for. So I can relate to them. So think about that too. And maybe you even feel like you almost know this coach because you've been following her on social media. You feel like you know her as a person because the way that she's presented herself. And really too, it's really effective to get this brand in place in the beginning if you can. You'll notice that you're going to attract people that are like you. And we're going to go over some of these coaches, and then also like some coaches on our team too that have already started their little brand, which I think is cool. So for example, think about this situation. Who do you think a single mom who maybe she is struggling, she doesn't have a job, but she has a bunch of kids, what kind of coach would she relate to? Or then you think about maybe a person, a man or female that doesn't have kids, maybe is a bartender, maybe is a little bit more free spirit. Do you think they would be attracted to the same person? Or what about like a military wife? You know, who would that person be attracted to? So just think about those things too. You want to always be yourself, guys. I can't stress this enough. And I think it's great to always, you know, look at other coaches and get ideas from them. But you never want to copy paste. You want to be yourself because they're going to know who Marissa is. They're going to know who Gina is. They're going to know who Allison is, you know, just example. So you always want to be yourself. You want to sell yourself, not the product. You know, it's great to throw in, you know, I'm drinking a shake. I do that too. Working out, you know, you want to do that too, but don't like blast people's newsfeed with just that. You want to share your life. You know, tell maybe a story, share a little bit about your family. That's going to attract people to you too, if they get to know you, and you're going to develop that trust among other people too. So just building trust, building credibility, that's what it boils down to. So start sharing that from day number one. You know, share your workouts, share about how you're feeling. Maybe you had a bad day. That's totally fine. You want to be real. I found this like quote from, I don't even know where I picked it up from, but I think it's really cool. And it says, turn your mess into a message. Okay, what does that tell you? Everybody has a messy situation in their life. My gosh, right now, come on, I have like this toddler around me that I could like relate to. And you know what? You turn that mess into like a message. What you did out of it, how you made it better, how you made it work. That just makes you a real person. And also think about your niche. You know, what are you? Are you a mom? Are you a photographer? Are you a single parent? College athlete? I'm just throwing out random things. Maybe you'll do-it-yourself projects. Maybe you're a nurse. Maybe you're a doctor. Maybe you're an attorney. Maybe you are a cat lover. Maybe you're a dog lover. Maybe you love yoga or bodybuilding or music or fashion or paleo, or maybe you love faith. Maybe you're a runner. Any of those qualities that make yourself you. My husband took Laurel, thank you. That is you. So share that. Use your strength. Because ultimately, people will be attracted to that, and you're going to attract your tribe, and that's what you want to do. So sometimes, like, when you hear the word branding, like when I first heard that, I was like, what, am I a cow or something? Why are you going to brand me? I don't want to be labeled anything. But it's not that. It's keep letting people into your life and letting them know who, you know, Mary Harper is. Who are these people? So think about that. I'm going to share something really cool that I got from another coach's video. So hang on for 1 second. Let me scroll over here. Okay, so this is a project that you guys could do, and I actually want to do this too. It's called a mood board. This is going to get your creative juices flowing and get you to think about what your brand is. So set a timer for 30 minutes on your phone, whatever. Grab a glass of wine or a cup of tea, whatever you're into. Shut everything off. Shut your phones off, shut your alarms off, get someone to watch your kids if that's the case, or your dog or whatever, or your husband, and add a new board onto Pinterest. Start pinning without thinking. Start pinning whatever grabs your attention. Just start pinning things onto this board. And then once you're done, after you finish the 30 minutes, look at this board in a whole and figure out what are some key elements that stick out. What are types of things that you're attracted to? Maybe it was certain colors. Maybe it was certain furniture. Maybe it was vacation. Maybe it was style. Whatever you're drawn to. Think about that and let it guide you. Let it let your creative juices kind of flow and let that kind of guide your graphics and posts into Facebook. So I think this is a really cool thing to do. I'm going to do it just because I think I have like a little bit of a niche, but I think this would help me even more as far as like my graphics and all that sort of stuff too. So, and even if it's just color, whatever it is, it will kind of get your, you to think a little bit more about who you are. Okay, so let's go on to a little bit of spotlighting, some coach spotlighting. So you know how I mentioned before that there are a lot of different beachbody coaches, first of all, and everyone has their niche. And I mentioned Melanie Mitra's name, and Allison featured her last week too, but she's a top coach, understandable. And then also Megan, she is a top coach too. Let me just go to their Facebook pages in case you guys have not seen them, and it's totally fine. But let me just go on there. So here's Megan. Okay, so let me minimize this. So Megan, look at her. Right away, I see her working out with her kids. Oh, look, Allison Kale liked her. Then you scroll down, and she's very real. She doesn't have a problem with taking selfies, showing her insecurities. Right at postpartum, right after she had her baby, she showed all that stuff. So again, she showed her pumping, all that sort of stuff. So people can relate to that story. So there she is. She is a cute little mom that she loves workout videos too. And then, okay, let's go to Melanie Mitro, which you guys probably saw last week too. So look at her. Look at this cover photo. She's there with her kids, her husband. She, a little bit, not only mom, but she's from a small town. And obviously she's a millionaire now, from Pennsylvania. She is a little bit more business oriented. Like when I listen to her videos, I feel like she has a little bit more professional feel to it, which a lot of people, maybe business people, would relate to her better. She doesn't joke around or anything. So, maybe a certain person would relate to her better. Now, let's go on to the extreme side of things. Have you guys heard of Amy Silverman? Amy is another top Beachbody coach. She is very, she's got like this bohemian feel. She's a free spirit. She's a little raw, a little edgy. She's got some tattoos. She doesn't mind showing her body. She has no kids. She loves adventure. She loves travel. She's really unapologetic. She's just really honest. So as you can see, maybe a certain type of person would relate to her more. I'll scroll down her page a little bit so you guys can get a feel of her. Let me scroll down. I'll go to her website. See, she loves travel. Look at her pictures. She's very daring, very bold, beautiful graphics. So as you can see, like a certain person would relate to her that is like her, okay? Now let me see if I still have her. Yes, okay. So here's her website, Amy Silverman. Okay, look, she's got a nose ring. I mean, she's just very different. I mean, she's a cool girl, but she, certain people would relate to her. And she shared on her page how she got into this. She was living paycheck to paycheck. She felt like she was going nowhere. She was very depressed. She had bad acne. She felt like she was hopeless, low self-esteem. So she shares, she opens up. I mean, look at her transformation there. Maybe a teenager that's going through the same stuff is going through, I don't know, maybe they went to college and they dropped out and they thought they couldn't do anything. Maybe, whoever can relate to that. So, and look at her now. She is pretty hot, right? I mean, Beachbody changed her life. So as you can see, again, certain people will be attracted to that. Let me go over here too. So just some like closing thoughts on this. Ultimately, you need to be the best version of you, guys. Don't slacken your personal development. And I can tell you hands down, there was like a week to 2 weeks that I didn't read my personal development. I didn't. And I could tell by my posts, I looked back at them when I was like the next week, and I could tell they kind of stunk. Like I didn't want to read them. So I could tell, like, you know what? Like I was lacking in that area. If you guys can get in 10 minutes a day, whether that's like on your audio, whether that's a book, whatever you do, get it in, guys. That is crucial. That's why that's part of the 3 vital behaviors, personal development. When you add value to your life, you can add value to someone else's life. I mean, I feel like that goes along, not even with just Beachbody, but that goes along with your marriage. That goes along with maybe you have kids, friendship, all of that stuff. You need to be the best version of you first before you can help someone. And just remember, Beachbody is simply a platform to attract people to you. Okay? Let your light shine. Let that person out of let Carol out of there. Let, Christy out of there. Whoever. Let yourself out. Be you. It's actually like a liberating feeling to do that too. You're going to attract your tribe ultimately. Like let's say that I was super into like faith. I might attract those people that are into that too. So you can run together so that you're not pulling each other along. You have the same vision. You have the same personality. You're not going to have those personality conflicts, which is really cool. So I'm going to share, because I'm always like really proud of Allison. So I'm going to share Allison's page really quick and just give you an example. One second. Of like who she is. I mean, I'm sure that if you aren't friends with her, some of my coaches do, like if you aren't friends with her, friend request her. Okay, she is bold and very, like right here, look at her cover photo. She straight up tells you adrenal fatigue, anxiety, severe anemia. Okay, I can guarantee you if I had any of those problems, I would look to her. I'd feel comfortable with her. I would start following her, okay? So think about that, guys. And fine, put it on your background cover if you want to, but also think about that in your post. A little bit about me. Some of you may be friends with me on Facebook. I am a mom. I love having my kids work out with me. I am huge into breastfeeding. Like, my gosh, like the other day, I went a little bold and I said, you know what? Oh, look, there's Carol. I said, you know what? I am just going to post this picture on here because whatever, I'm proud of it. And look, that was pretty bold, right? But you know what? That right there, this shows you so many of my followers relate to me. Look, over 150 likes and like 77 comments, because that's who I'm attracting. So I can't stress that enough. Just be you. Don't be a Beachbody coach. Be Avery. Be Amy. Be Allison. Whatever it is, be you. And be passionate about it. So that's really like the gist of tonight's meeting. And sorry, I've been just like babbling like crazy. But that's really what I wanted to get at. And I'm going to unmute you guys one by one. And if you can share an interest or hobby that you have. So I'm going to start with, no, let me unmute you for a second. I'm going to start with Avery. Hi, Avery. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Do you have an interest or hobby that you're really into?
Oh my goodness. Well, running, except that I've been on a bit of a hiatus because I injured my foot, but also baking and cooking for special diets.
Awesome.
And party planning and being a mom and everything that goes with it.
That is awesome. Awesome. Okay. All right, Carol. Are you there, Carol?
I'm here.
Okay. Now, can you tell me, like, Carol, you're awesome. I love talking with you on the phone. Carol is Mary Harper's mother-in-law. Carol, do you have like an interest or hobby that you're into?
Well, the biggest one right now is just baking. Unfortunately, I had to quit that for a while.
Okay. Okay.
I have dogs. I'm very, they're sort of my hobby. And of course, my grandchildren are probably as important as anything.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, Carol.
Certainly.
All right, I think is, forgive me, the 417 area code is, who is this again? She answering hello? Okay, I'm going to go by.
Hey,
Sorry.
Jeff.
Are you there? Hello?
Stephanie.
Yes.
It's Denise.
Denise. Hey, Denise.
Sorry, I had to unmute because I didn't want to hear all the background noise
No,
that
that's
was
okay.
going
Sorry.
on. So.
It's fine. I'm glad you made it. Do you have a interest or hobby that you want to share with us?
Well, I am, for most people that I'm friends with on Facebook now in this group, can probably tell I'm a huge dog advocate, and animal rescue, especially dogs, is like near and dear to my heart. So.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right, I'm going to mute you really quick.
You're fine.
All right, let's go on here. Bree, hey, and I'm so glad you made it to the call. Do you have an interest or hobby that you like?
Mine, I actually posted about it today. It is scheduling and planning things and like being on track. That type of stuff I'm really obsessed with. It's pretty bad.
Like planning. Oh, and your mom, of course, too. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Planning's good. I need more of it in my life. Gina! Interest or hobby?
Number one, being a mom, and I'm really into yoga.
Yeah.
That was interesting that Bria said that because I have to have everything set up, organized, or I am just a mess.
Love it. Yep. No, I hear you. Okay. Thank you. Allison.
Hey. I am big into drag racing. So, in case you didn't know that, that's me.
That's awesome. Okay.
Hey, I wanted to add one thing really quick while I'm unmuted. Like, on top of, like, being yourself, really, guys, is so important. Like, honestly, when I was a new coach, I really think that was, like, the number one thing that led me to the success that I've had up to this point was that I never shared, like, Beachbody logos and stuff like that. Like, I was always just sharing my journey. Like, Beachbody is just your vehicle, exactly like Stephanie said, to get you to where you want to go. So it's so important to be yourself. And one thing, guys, like, confidence. Like, I don't care how inconfident you are in yourself. You put your big girl panties on and you pretend that you are confident in this business, because you know what? Confidence sells. People want to be with you when you are confident because they are attracted to that. But if you're like, I'm not really unsure, maybe I'm an Emerald coach, just an Emerald coach. You're not just a coach. You're not just an Emerald coach. Like, be confident in the direction where you're headed. You have to, like, confident, let it radiate from you. Like, go read personal development, watch like a personal development movie that's gonna like hype you up, and then post your post. Be confident. But that's all I have to say. Drag racing for me. That's who I am.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Let me scroll over. Mary. How's it going, girl?
I'm good. I love the confidence thing, because a lot of times I just say fake it till you make it, but definitely not organized, so I don't go with those. But I guess you'd call it dirt. I like to do the tractor, because we have gardens here, so I do the tractor and the mowing, and so I'm outside. I do flower beds and stuff like that, so that's what I enjoy.
Awesome. Thank you. And Mary's really funny too. I'll say that. Okay.
Hi. I guess I have, pretty simple hobbies. I love being a mom. A sports mom. My boys are both very active in hockey and baseball, and we like hockey. We're big, Pittsburgh Penguins fans, so definitely active activities like that. But I also love to cook and bake. Obviously, the culinary degree kind of goes along with that. But,
I didn't know you had a culinary degree. That's awesome. Okay.
It's nice to get back into, like, spending the whole day on Sunday just like doing all of our cooking for the week.
Yeah.
That's my zone. I love doing that. So
Awesome. Okay. Let me mute you for a second. Let me scroll over here. Okay. This is a phone number, so I can't see you, but it's 770 area code. Are you there?
Yeah. 50.
Wait, sorry, I can't hear you. Can you take him? Who is it?
I think it's me, Emily.
Oh, Emily. Hi. Okay. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Do you want to share an interest or hobby that you have?
I do. I really love fashion. Clothes, shoes, the whole shebang.
My kind of girl. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Did I get everybody? I think I got everybody. Please tell me if I didn't. Okay, so, oh wait, you know what? Hang on. Let me make sure I got this other phone number. It's kind of tricky when I see phone numbers. Let me unmute this person one more time. Sorry if I already got you. 417. Hello?
Denise.
Oh, making sure. Sorry, Denise. I already got you, girl. We're good.
All right. That's all right.
Okay, so really, like, to wrap it up, guys, just be you, be real, let it reflect in your post. Do that mood board. It's fun, right? I'm going to probably do that tomorrow. And just get your creative juices flowing. You are not a beach body coach. You are yourself. And so just bring that to the table and attract your tribe. Does anyone have any questions at all? You can kind of raise your hand if you do about anything that we've talked about. I'm going to scroll over. Anybody have any questions?
I just have
Okay.
something I just want to say really quick, because I talked about it when we were in the other meeting room, but I know we're running out of time. I just want to let you guys know that we are in the process of creating like a week-long free group for all of the coaches on our combined teams. And we're going to try to do it as a monthly thing. So we're definitely going to need everybody's help. First of all, running the groups, coming up with content, but it's going to be based on like the type of things that you guys want to learn. So maybe like a week long on branding yourself, where we give you like different activities to do to really like hone in on your brand, or a week long confidence project or personal development project, or a week long marketing, like whatever you guys feel feel like you are lacking, but this whole week would be geared towards that. And it would be just something short each day, like maybe like a 15-minute assignment or a 15-minute video. We can focus on power hours, like whatever, organization, whatever you guys are having problems with. So I just wanted to throw that out there so that you guys can start thinking about different ideas that you guys would want to, help with. I think it's going to help all of us really. I've seen like a lot of other coaches doing it, and it seems like it helps the team really a lot. So if you guys have any ideas at all, please just like report back to the team page, and we'll create like a little thread there, and you guys can just post your ideas there, and that way we can start putting them up on the team calendar moving forward. So that's all. I just want you guys to think about it.
Okay. Everybody have an awesome night, and we'll keep our team calls on Thursday nights at 8. So Allison will be doing the next week call. And thank you guys all for showing up, because let me tell you, I think that's so important. And it shows that you showed up on this call tonight because you want this business, because you made the time. All of you guys have families. It's easy to say, oh, whatever, I'll just, I'll listen to the recording. It means a lot that you were here tonight. It really does. It kind of shows us who are the business builders of the team. So thanks for showing up, and everybody have a great night. Bye.